everyone, my name is Jackie and you're welcome to my channel where I share content to help you migrate abroad to study, to work and to live. So my mission on this channel, Jackie Travels, is basically to assist you improve your quality of life by opening your minds to opportunities that are available to you abroad. So if you would like to be seeing this kind of content on YouTube, then do subscribe to my channel and possibly turn on the post notifications so you will know every time I share a video, right? If you have interest on how to make money on YouTube and how to start a YouTube channel and run a successful YouTube channel and make money from YouTube, I have a channel that will interest you. The name is Jackie Finance. So on Jackie Finance, I share everything that has to do with making money online, side hustles you can do to make extra income for yourself. So if you like that kind of information, then do subscribe to my second channel, Jackie Finance. I'll be linking it up here and in the description box below. So in this video today, I'm going to be talking about countries you can migrate to easily. And by easily, I mean that you don't need to write the Ielts test and you don't need a job offer, because I know those are the two things people usually find difficulty in. There are people that don't want to write the Ielts test and they always ask me which countries can I migrate to without having to write the Ielts test, while there are other people that are having difficulty in finding jobs, probably because maybe their occupation is not on the in-demand occupations in the countries they would love to go to. So they're having issues finding jobs because the employers in these countries would rather hire someone already in the country than hire from overseas. So we have a lot of people that are finding it difficult to find jobs abroad to migrate on a work visa. So in this video, I want to show you 10 countries that you can migrate to without having to write IELTS or without needing a job offer before you can get your visa. So I know this video will interest you, so if you want to find out what these 10 countries are, then do watch the video to the very end so you don't miss out on any. The first country on my list is the UK. Yes, you can migrate to the United Kingdom without having to write IELTS and without having a job offer. The first pathway, you can migrate to the UK without needing a job offer or even having to write IELTS. On this pathway, you don't need both. You can migrate to the UK without needing IELTS or a job offer. And this pathway is called the Global Talent Visa. This Global Talent Visa is for people that are leaders in their profession or have promised to become leaders in their professions. So basically, it's for people that have been established in their profession and also for upcoming people. I have a full video on how to migrate to the UK on the Global Talent Visa. I'm going to make a playlist for all the countries I'm going to talk about in this video. So you just go to that playlist and see details of all these visas. And the playlist is going to be in the description box below and also on the tops of your screen as well. So the second pathway to the UK without needing to write IELTS is the seasonal work visa. So for this visa, you don't need to write IELTS at all. The seasonal work visa, as the name implies, it's a visa where you're given to go and work in the UK for a season, right? The roles for this seasonal work is horticulture and poultry. That is basically jobs in the agriculture sector, yeah? So if you want to work in agriculture and you don't mind doing this for a season in the UK, then you can take advantage of the seasonal work visa. I've also talked about this visa on my channel, and I've also done a video about where to find jobs for the seasonal work visa. Now, this seasonal work visa is valid for 6 months. Like, you have 6 months to do this seasonal work in the UK. So yes, you can migrate to the UK without having to write IELTS and without needing a job offer. So check out those videos to get all the information about these two pathways I've mentioned. That is the Global Talent Visa and the seasonal work visa. And the second country on my list is Ireland. Yes, you can migrate to Ireland without having to write the IELTS test. Ireland is the only English-speaking country in the Eurozone. So they speak English in the country, yeah, but there is a particular pathway you can migrate to work without needing to write the IELTS, and that is the Critical Skills Occupation Work Permit, right? I have a full video about this. In fact, I have 3 videos about this visa on my channel. One of the videos is where I spoke about everything about this pathway, and other 2 videos are where to find jobs, recruitment agencies in Ireland, and job sites where you can get jobs. So Ireland has a critical skills occupation list. So for all the occupations on this list, you can go through this critical skills work permit, right? And for this particular visa, you don't need to write IELTS. So this is a good way to make it to Ireland, an English-speaking country, without having to write the IELTS exam. On this pathway, you need a job offer, you need a job contract from a company in Ireland that is valid for 2 years. And after just 2 years in Ireland, you can apply for permanent residency. That is a stamp 4 if you are eligible, right? So I think you really need to check out this island. I think it's a very good way to migrate to an English-speaking country without having to write the Ielts test. The third country on my list that you can migrate to without IELTS and without a job offer is Germany. Germany is the biggest economy in Europe, and it's a very good country, highly technologically advanced, so many job offers, and Germany is all around good. I have several videos on my channel about Germany, and the pathway you can use into the country without needing IELTS or a job offer is the job seeker visa. So Germany has a visa where you migrate to the country in search of a job. So you don't need a job to get into the country, but you get into the country first and then you look for a job while you're there. So you can check out this pathway. No job offer, no IELTS test, is really good. It's a very good country. I think you should check out Germany if you're looking to migrate without needing a job offer or needing to write IELTS. If you're watching the video to this point, it means you like the content, so please give this video a like. That is a thumbs up. That is your way of supporting the video. Just let me know that you appreciate what I'm doing, so just give the video a like, right? Thank you so much. So the next country on my list is Malta. Malta is this beautiful country in Europe. Malta is really famous with expats. And Malta has this visa called the digital nomad visa, where freelancers, remote workers, and business owners that their physical presence is not needed in their office or in their business premise, and they want to reside in another country. So you can actually migrate to Malta to live while having an income from overseas, right? Remote and freelance work is really popular these days. There are so many people that are living in one country and working for companies in other countries, right? So these people are free to live in any country of their choice, and Malta is one of those countries that has identified that yes, remote workers and freelancers do exist, and they have created a visa for these people. So if you're a remote worker, you're a freelancer, you're able to make money basically without your physical presence needed, then you can check out the digital nomad visa for Malta. For this visa, you don't need a job offer, you don't need IELTS. The requirements are quite easy. I have a video for that, so check out that playlist to see more about the Malta digital nomad visa. And also on the digital nomad visa, it takes me to the next country, which is Portugal. Portugal is also one of those European countries that have the digital nomad visa, so you can migrate to Portugal to reside while making money from overseas. I mean, I think it's a very good opportunity for people that have that flexibility of working from anywhere. So if you want to migrate to Europe, I mean, Portugal is such a beautiful country and is a top destination for expats, for remote workers. It's really safe, and the cost of living in Portugal is on the low side. So living in Portugal is going to be good for you. If you're making money from overseas and living in Portugal, you're going to live a very good life because the cost of living in Portugal is relatively low compared to other European countries. This visa has easy requirements. You don't need a job offer, you don't need to write IELTS test, so check out the video I did on this to find out more about this visa, so you can migrate to Portugal to live if you're a remote worker or a freelancer. Also, Portugal has another visa that is the D7 visa, and for this visa you also don't need a job offer, you don't need to write IELTS as well. This visa is for people that have passive income, while the digital nomad visa is for freelancers, remote workers, business owners that can operate from anywhere. The D7 visa is targeted at people that have passive income, like retirees, people that are landlords, you have rental income coming in, people that are investors, cryptocurrency traders, people in that area. So if you have any passive income, then you can take advantage of the D7 visa. So Portugal is actually a sure country you can go to without having to write IELTS or needing a job offer in Portugal. So the next country on my list is Canada. Yes, you can migrate to Canada without a job offer, without having to write IELTS, but there are two separate pathways for this. The pathway where you don't need to write IELTS is called the Global Talent Stream. I recently did a video on this, so you can check out that video to know everything about this pathway. You don't need to write IELTS, but you do need a job offer for this particular pathway. And then the other pathway where you need IELTS but you don't need a job offer is the Provincial Nominee Program. That is a point-based system. So when you meet the points, you're invited to Canada as a permanent resident. So on that pathway, you do need IELTS, but you don't necessarily need a job offer. If you have enough points without having a job, you can move to Canada as a permanent resident on the provincial nominee program. So that is why Canada made the list. So there are two different pathways. One, you don't need a job offer, and the other, you don't need to write IELTS, and that is the global talent stream and then the provincial nominee program. So you can check out those two pathways to see which one works for you. Speaking about the point-based system, the next country is a country that also works with the point-based system, and that is Austria. So Austria has the job seeker visa, right? And you can migrate to Austria without needing a job offer. So for this pathway, you don't need to have a job in Austria to move to Austria. It's a point-based system. So when you get 70 points, then you're eligible to apply for the visa. Yeah, you know all about it in the video that I did for this. So you can go check out how to migrate to Austria without needing to have a job offer or needing to write IELTS. You do get points for language in this Austria job seeker visa, and that is either for the German language or for English, right? So if you're able to get your 70 points without needing the English language requirement, you can do that. But if you're in a position where you need the points from the language requirements to make up your 70 points, then you can write the English language test, right? But if you don't need it to make up your 70 points, then of course you can move to Austria without having to write any English language test or needing a job offer. Speaking about the job seeker visa, the next country I want to mention also has the job seeker visa, and this country is Sweden. So Sweden is one of the European countries that has this job seeker visa right now, and on this pathway you don't need to get a job, right? As the name implies, it's for job seekers. It's for people that want to migrate to Sweden in search of a job. So you don't need a job offer to move to Sweden. So you may want to check out, this pathway. I also have a video on my channel as well. So it's going to be in that playlist I spoke about. So check the playlist, check out this video and see if Sweden is the country for you. Number 9 country on my list is Japan. Is migrating to Japan as a teacher. And I have a video for that. And since I made that video, I've had a lot of people that are currently working towards moving to Japan on that pathway. And there's no English requirement for this. I mean, it's such an amazing opportunity. You should check out the video I made on that to know more about moving to Japan as an English teacher. And the number 10 country on my list is Malaysia. Malaysia recently launched the digital nomad visa for freelancers, remote workers, and business owners. Just like I've said in other countries about the digital nomad visa, that is exactly how it runs in Malaysia. And I do have a video for that, so you can check it out. So I'm giving you 10 countries where you can migrate to without needing a job offer and IELTS. Some of them you need a job offer, you don't need IELTS. Some of them you need IELTS, you don't need a job offer. So just go through the playlist for all those videos and see which of them will work for you, and then take advantage of that pathway. So I hope I've been able to do some good to your relocation journey. Let me know in the comments what you think and which country you think will work for you, and also let me know more information you'll be needing on these pathways as well. If there's any country you need more information about concerning how to migrate without IELTS or without a job offer, just let me know in the comments. And I'll do more videos that are gonna help you in your journey to migrate abroad. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to give it a like if you like it, and then I'll see you in my next video.